The day the divorce papers arrived, I woke with an emptiness that was almost physical. His side of the bed was cold. No trace of his scent, no warmth of his laughter, no comfort in his voice. After 14 years of marriage and 16 years together, my husband was gone, lost a mistake I made in 1 week, reckless moment. We'd met in college, and from the start, he was my best friend, my partner in every adventure, the man I believed I'd grow old with. We traveled, built a home, shared our dreams, and brought 2 beautiful daughters into the world. For years, we faced life's challenges hand in hand. But over time, the demands of work and parenting dulled the spark we once had. Our conversations grew sparse, our intimacy rare. I felt lonely, though I never stopped loving him. 3 months ago, that loneliness became dangerous. A co-worker's attention felt like a small escape, a reminder that I could still be desired. One evening of poor judgment led to a night I regretted the moment it happened. The next day, unable to live with the guilt, I confessed everything. His reaction was instant: shock, anger, disgust. He called me names I deserved, maybe even less than I deserved. I explained how harmless flirtation had spiraled into something devastating. I wished more than anything I could turn back time. I cut all ties with my co-worker, handed my phone over, and told my husband I'd accept whatever choice he made. He told me he wanted a divorce. But then the world went into lockdown, and for 2 months, we were forced to coexist under the same roof. The first month was unbearable. He barely spoke to me except about our daughters. I slept on the couch, trying to give him as much space as I could. I told him I was willing to do whatever it took if he ever wanted to try again. He kept his distance, saying things that cut deep. But in the second month, something shifted. He began talking to me again, not about us, but about everyday things. We watched movies with the girls. Slowly, I felt our friendship creeping back. When he asked me to return to our bed, I dared to hope. We started spending more time together, cooking, laughing, almost like before. I regretted not suggesting counseling earlier. One night, after a couple of drinks, we were in our room, chatting and laughing like the years had melted away. I was so happy, so certain we were turning a corner. Without thinking, I moved closer, straddling him playfully as we laughed. We kissed, and for a moment, it felt like we were 20 again. But then, tears welled in his eyes. He pulled away, asking me to stop. I realized in that instant that the hurt I'd caused was still raw, still too deep. I apologized, but something inside me told me I had just undone weeks of fragile progress. 2 days later, he told me he wanted to finalize the divorce. Despite everything we'd shared in those 2 months, he said he couldn't move past what had happened. I told him I understood, even though my heart was screaming to fight for us. We agreed on fair custody terms for the girls. Before a short trip he'd planned, I helped him pack. We hugged, both in tears. When he came back, we exchanged polite smiles and light conversation as he picked up the kids. The distance between us was no longer just emotional. It was final. Today, holding the divorce papers in my hands, the weight of my choices crushes me. I miss him in a way that aches, his laugh, the way he filled a room, the comfort of knowing we were in it together. The hardest part is knowing I destroyed the trust of the person I love most. I can't undo what I've done. I can't erase the night that tore us apart. All I can do is live with the regret, hoping that someday he might see how deeply sorry I am, how completely devoted I'd be if I had another chance. I love him still, and I always will.